So somebody wrote on the comments, what are you doing with all the babies? This is all the babies. Let's see. This is baby number 4 from Laurel, and is that baby number 4? No, it might be that one up there. I don't know, I can't tell. Yeah, I think this is baby number 4 from Laurel and Scruffy's 5. So I only have the last baby, their last baby, and Gizmo are still inside getting calcium boosts and fattening up, and I will probably put them out here this Wednesday or Thursday. That right there is, let me come on in here, close the door. That right there is Marine and Stratus's middle baby and their youngest baby right here. Let me see if I can get a better shot. See? Oh, that's all 3 of them in a row right there. So I put them out yesterday, and they are clearly thriving. You can still tell who the oldest and the youngest is by the length of their tails. The oldest one is the one closest to the screen. The youngest one is out here. The youngest one is clearly the largest baby by a significant amount. The oldest one, not so much. The middle one, I think, is pretty close to the size of the youngest one, but when you hold them, you can tell that the youngest one's a little bigger. So we'll see. I don't know if that'll stay that way, but and they have adapted beautifully. What I did was I waited until the youngest one was 5 weeks old. So which was the oldest one's pretty close to 6 weeks old. And then if you put them out here in a group where they have each other, they're fine with all the bigger birds. Look at the size of that girl there. This girl right here at the end. Coco and Kobe are inside making me 2 more beautiful chicks, but this is their first one, and she is just massive. The other one that's very big is it this one? Might be the one next to her, yeah. That one next to her is Azul and Storm's baby. Which one is it? It's the one with the fewest markings on its wings. Oh, it's this one up here. And she's quite large. The happy news is Big Sis, double factor spangle with the yellow face, had a growth spurt. Look, she's almost as big as her sister now. Because remember what I was saying, you're never really sure because they don't all grow at steady rates. And I walked out here and she was taller than she's been. She's still not as big as her sisters, but she's definitely closer than she was. And little Miss, this is Racine and Hardy's Texas Clear Body baby girl, and she is doing her 4-month molt, and she is doing a growth spurt. She didn't do much of a growth spurt when she was littler, but she had a bum leg, and things were not good for her. Now things have taken care of. She not only is getting some size on her, she's developing Racine's shape. The bigger breast and the kind of curvy stance, and she's just starting that 4-month molt. I think she's going to be an opaline, but I can't tell for sure. Let's see, who else is in here? I'm really loving on this little girl right here. This is Stratus and Hyacinth's baby from January. So she's about 5 months old. She's still doing a molt, but do you see she's developing a mask down there? And she's still pretty young. So if that mask, see, one of Stratus's big problems is he has no mask to speak of. His feather is terrible. But Hyacinth had nice mask. And some pretty decent feather, and it looks like her daughter may be getting Daddy's height and Hyacinth's mask, which would be good. And this little one is still little. This is Hardy and Lacey's baby girl, Puny. This is the Cobalt sister from Royal and Matilda. So she's Racine's full sister, actually, and she is getting some nice size. Her little violet sister, actually, in this pair of chicks, the violet chick hatched 12 days before her cobalt sister. So she's almost 2 weeks older, although they're up at almost 6 months now. So This one is tiny. She's just like her daddy, a little itty bitty thing. And her cobalt sister, there they are. Her cobalt sister is much bigger. So one took after daddy and one took after mama. That's okay, we'll take the cobalt. So yeah, things are coming along out here for the girls. That is the oldest chick. By the way, it seems that all 5 of Laurel and Scruffy's chicks are girls. All 5 of them. This is the oldest one, and she is a sizable chick. Look at her next to my giant up there. See, and this one's a tiny baby. She's, you know, probably 2.5 months old. So she's going to be a big girl. I love her. And I think this is her next best sister up, and both of them are probably going to be in my breeding program. It's interesting because this baby girl looks like her father. And this one looks like her mother. So they kind of split it up. But both of them have good size. See the height on that girl? Nice feather for babies. This one's already growing a mask, and she's, you know, 10 weeks old or whatever. So I have high hopes for them. So that's what's happening with babies and baby girls. Let's look at our boys. I'm stricken by the difference in the growth rate between males and females, because my boys are so much bigger than my girls. Of course, a lot of them are older, but I bet if I went and started charting it that I would find that the males get bigger faster. There's those 2 right there. The one on the left is Jester's pied baby with no markings. The one closer to us is Boo Bird's baby brother. Jester's baby is 10 weeks old, and this one right here is 6 months old. Unfortunately, they are the same size. Boo Bird, on the other hand, is the 6-month-old's brother, and he's big. Boo Bird is big. He's the same age as this green guy sitting next to him, Apollo, and he's taller. I don't know if you could tell because they're kind of in an awkward position. So I have, this is the dilute baby that is the brother, Stratus and Hyacinth's son. He is also showing some nice promise. Now I take 2 birds with complementary traits and breed them together. It does not mean that I'm going to get babies with all of the parents' traits. But with these 2, I seem to have done pretty well, because he's also tall and he's also growing a very nice mask. So that's good news. And then there's my little babies chewing on my toes. Terrible birdies. That's actually, this guy has all kinds of show potential. This is Bubba's boy, Dionysus. I'm going to call him Dion for short. Come on up here, Dion. He says, I'm not scared of you. Those 2 are brothers. That's the dark brother and the light brother. See the mask on that guy? He is tall. He's got beautiful size. His feather is awesome. This actually kind of looks like my green guy. My dark green, I don't know if he's dark green or olive. I can't decide. He might just be dark green with a violet factor or something. But he's actually growing a little bit too. He's shorter than both of his brothers, but he has fabulous feather and an amazing mask. So, yeah. So these are both 5-month-old babies that could show as well as an adult male at this point. By the time they're 2 years old, they're going to be awesome. There is my little Texas Clearbody's brother by Racine and Hardy, and he is just teeny. And I'm okay with that. He doesn't, I have his sister. She's not going to be huge, but she seems to be putting on some size, and she has the Texas Clearbody gene, and she's not related to Limey, which is a huge plus in my breeding collection. So, but this little guy will go. There's not enough to him, and gray green is not my favorite color. That little guy over there is Izod and Matilda's baby. He's split to, what you call it? I'm having a brain fade. He's split to dilute, and he is tagged to breed with one of those yellow-faced cobalts that I got from Stratus and Marine. Completely unrelated birds, both split to dilute to throw me some babies. And this guy split to blue because his mama's around a brain fade, Matilda. So I should get half blue babies. That's Apollo. That is Breezy. Breezy, his mom, is the one in the flight cage that just gave Bond such a terrible time. This guy is, Breezy's his mom, Bubba's his dad. And he looks very like his mother, does he not? But he also, every once in a while, has a day where he looks like Uncle Razzle as well. And he's gonna, has every possibility of becoming a lovely bird. This little guy's putting on some size right here. But see these two together? This guy is probably 3.5 months old. He's doing that. He's gonna go into his 4-month molt. This guy, and this is his. So I have a bunch of blue spangles in here. That is Gray and Cloudy's cinnamon spangle baby boy that was raised by Haverty and Lacey. That's Cookie. See how much smaller he is? Oh no. That's Cookie. Again, see how much smaller he is? And this is Sky and Jess's youngest chick right here. And he is pretty small, but again, he is 12 weeks old. There's every possibility he could have a growth spurt and end up bigger than his brother. So we'll see what happens. So this is what happens to all the babies. They come in here and they grow. And they learn how to talk from Zoo. Where's Zoo? Oh, he's on my head. Hi, Zoo! I don't know if you can see him. Let me see. There you go. Hi, Zoo! How you doing up there, huh? What's happening? And that's Pewter. And that's Brad. And they are going in the breeding shed as soon as I move out the breeding group I have in there now in about, they'll go in high August when it's hotter than you know what, because that's when you breed cockatiels, because they don't sit on their babies to keep them warm. So you have to breed them in hot weather. This little guy's really intriguing. He's putting on some serious size. We'll see what happens. All right, so this is what happens to the babies.